Hello, welcome to World of Floorcraft. We are Nelson and Karen Rose, and this is part 3 of Carolina Blues. So we've done the spine, which is the basic step which the guy leads. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The ladies own the 4, which we noticed in the second part because they were doing interruptions at the origin, which is the start position. So now we've got 2 endpoints to deal with. So when we do our spine, we get long, short, short, and we're at an end point. That's a 4 for the ladies. That's the one we're going to use today. Long, short, short. That's the origin. That's the one we did last time. Twist and twist. This is another end point. We're going to do that today. And twist and twist takes us back to the origin. So last time we looked at 4 or 5 interruptions the lady could do. Out of context, there was a push straight back, where the guy has to improvise and get back in time, ready for the 4 and be on the correct foot. There was a push and rotation out to the side, so the guys were opened up. They were opened up the other side. We also did to the side without rotation, and we also did a spin, which could equally be a turn. You could just as easily have a turn there as well. So actually we've got 6 we can play with before we start getting to things that are a bit more tricky. Now when we were doing it at the origin, we'd gone long, short, short, long, short, short, which meant the guy's weight was on the right, which meant every time he went off to do something he had to be back on the right, ready for what came next, and connect up through the end of the 3 so the lady could then re-lead or you could go off. This time the guy's going to be on the left, and that's going to feel a little bit different. If you've been practicing the other one, you're probably going to find your body's fighting you a little bit. But let's walk through the options at the end. First end point. So we're going to go long, short, short. So we're on the left. Ladies, give the guys the push just like before, straight backwards. The guy heads away. Make sure you get back on the left, guys. Reconnect. Wait through the 4. Which basically means we kind of prep and then go long, short, short. Okay, so let's try another option. So we're in hold and we get long, short, short. This time, ladies, you're going to send him directly to your right. No rotation, so he just goes across and he heads out and he goes over and back in. And then you're ready, you get long, short, short. Now, the tricky thing there, I'll do it as if Karen's in front of me here, you get long, short, short. If she pushes me that way, you'll notice I'm already on my left foot, which means I actually have to go behind to go over. And then I can come back and naturally put this foot back in place. But if you're not expecting it, and when you're brand new to something, you're never going to be expecting it, you're going to feel like she's trying to trip you up. But not as much as we're going to get to in a minute or 2. So be ready for it. Next one, same to the side, but with rotation, we get long, short, short. This time you push away at the shoulder, ladies, hold with the hand, the guy goes around and out. This one's much easier for the footwork guys to get back in, you're not going to get yourself in the way. Connect up and long, short, short. Now, 3 to go. We're going to head the other way. We're going to get long, short, short. So ladies, holding onto the arm, push with the right hand, opening the guy up. Guys, come round, get back in position so that we're on the left, ready to go. Long, short, short. And now turns and spins. So long, short, short. Ladies, if you push with your right hand and over to your right with your left, letting go, guys, you've got to be careful this hand doesn't get trapped on the lady, so you're going to have to bring it down, get round in time, and back into position to go long, short, short. Interestingly, when you do the turn, you'll have a tendency to take the hand off anyway. You won't have to think about it so much. So we get long, short, short. This time, ladies, as you push up and over him with your right, you can even guide him by pushing his hand down and then across to make sure he doesn't get caught up. It's probably why the guys always find this easier. And long, short, short. So that's one end. The other end, a little bit more tricky. So we're going to do that one from this angle. So we get long, short, short, long, short, short, twist and twist. Now from this position, guys, your legs are crossed. Your left is crossed in front of your right. If the lady pushes you straight back, you can move without any difficulty. If she sends you to her right with rotation, again you can turn without any difficulty. Remember, you've got to come back in and cross that leg over again every time. If the lady sends you to her left with rotation, that's actually going to be quite easy. And if she sends you into a turn, that's going to be hard because you're naturally on the wrong leg for doing that. If she actually sent you into a return, so round to the right, that would be much easier because it would just be a jazz spin and a step across. So ladies, only give the guys turns and spins in this position if it's going really well. Okay? And the final one was sending the guy straight to the side. That one that felt quite nice at the origin. But here, the guy's actually being pushed off his own feet. He's tripping himself up. So fellas, what you actually have to do, if the lady starts you to do that, push long with that foot that's behind and then quickly step out. So you've got to put an extra step in to get yourself in a position where you can gain your balance, and then you're going to have to recover and back into a cross position. So you'll probably find a different number of steps happen naturally for you when you do this position. And that are interruptions at the end points. Much easier to do them on the end point off the long, short, short rather than the twist and twist. But a bit of practice and you'll be able to do all of them. Next time we'll be back and showing you how to take the spine, which so far has been a static L, and actually move it around the floor. So the guys are travelling everything around the floor while the ladies are doing the interruptions. That's when it starts to get really serious. So I hope you've enjoyed it. I'll be back next time. We'll put a music recommendation to practice to on the end. And as always, if you've been enjoying what we do, subscribe and hit the bell. I hope you've enjoyed learning some Carolina Blues. There's a recommendation for some music you can practice Carolina Blues to. If you've enjoyed it all, then why not subscribe, hit the bell for notifications for when our next video comes out, and if you liked it, hit the like button.